welcome to Unity of Las Vegas. My name is Jim Lee, and I'm so glad that you are joining us this Sunday. If you are interested in learning more about Unity principles and you want to become a member, or you just want to know more about Unity of Las Vegas and the direction that we're going, something special today. Right after this service, at 11 o'clock, you can join us on Zoom. We have a special 1-hour class and we're going to go through everything and you get a chance to ask questions. And the whole idea is to inform you, educate you, and bring you into this spiritual community. So if you're interested, check out the information on our website so you can tap into the Zoom or look in the comments section. Well, today, what's going on today? Well, Lisa and I have been looking at what we would call abundance, a mystical art of abundance. This is the second week of it, and we're looking at the overall theme of abundance. This week, we're focusing on finances, financial abundance. Is it needed now? Absolutely. Well, before we get into all of that, the order of service for today is this. We've got Randy who'll be doing the daily word. We got the music by John Jones. It's really good. I'll be doing the lesson, and Lisa will bring it on home with a wonderful meditation. So just open up your minds, open up your hearts, as today we're looking at financial abundance.
Hello, everyone. This is the daily word for January 17th, dream. I turn my dreams into reality. Some of the most audacious, bold, history-making events began as dreams, born in the imaginations of those who understood the promise and potential of humanity and worked to realize their vision. Even if my dreams do not change the world, they have the power to change my life. Today, I remember those whose dreams were fueled by their hard work, faith, and determination. I look to their example when my dreams feel far away and I'm running low on hope. I rekindle my dreams through my imagination, which keeps them vivid. My strength helps me remain committed to their realization, and my zeal renews my enthusiasm to work toward creating the life and the world of my dreams. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. Joel chapter 2, verse 28. Have a great day.
Thank you, Randy. Dreams. Oh, that we should all have such zeal to renew our enthusiasm to work toward creating the lives and the world of our dreams. Well stated, buddy. You know, one of my favorite quotes from Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of the Unity movement, goes like this: I fairly sizzle with zeal, energy, and enthusiasm, eager to do that which ought to be done by me today. Well, good morning, friends. We're so glad you're here with us this morning, and we want you to know that we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we see and recognize the Christ consciousness in each of you this morning. We miss seeing your faces in our sanctuary, and now that our sanctuary has become this channel for the time being, I want to extend an invitation for you all to join us, even if it's just for a few minutes, right after the service at 11 a.m. in our congregational Zoom room. The instructions to receive an invite are below in the comments section. It's easy to register. There are no expectations. We'd just love to see you all there. It's a wonderful opportunity to connect and stay in touch with your Unity of Las Vegas family. Someone usually brings a good joke, and dogs and kitties are always welcome to join in as well. We hope we see you there. And if you haven't yet done so, take a second, hit that subscribe button below, and share us with your families and friends. Now, here's a song which was certainly written with a great amount of zeal from two of today's most talented and celebrated posi-music artists, Faith Rivera and David Roth. I'm going to open up my arms to this big wide world saying, come on, bring it all on. This is Here and Now.
Gonna turn this trickle into a flow, saying hello to a new life. Gonna let the riches in my life grow. Now it's my time, this is my time to be everything that I dream I can be in my life. And I know that prosperity starts in my mind, here and now, here and now. Now I dive right into a sea of joy, going deeper to my treasure. And I drink in every precious drop. I am richer, so much richer. And I have everything that I truly deserve. And there's more. And I know that prosperity starts in my mind, here and now, here and now. I allow, I enjoy, I receive, I embrace, I commit, I invite, I believe. I open up my arms to this big wide world, saying come on, bring it all on. Gonna ease on down this yellow brick road full of wonder, so much wonder. I can be everything that I choose to be in my life. And I know that prosperity starts in my mind, here and now, here and now. I allow, I enjoy, I receive, I embrace, I commit, I invite, I believe, here and now, I allow, here and now, I enjoy, here and now, I receive, here and now, I embrace, here and now, I commit, here and now, I invite, here and now, I believe, here and now.
Thank you, John Jones. That was a song that was written by Faith Rivera and David Roth. And John, you did a good job. Here and now. Well, today we're talking about financial abundance. In other words, money, 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 money. And it was challenging for me to get into this talk today. And I was just wondering why it was so difficult. Gosh, money has all of these conflicting things going on, and it just has multiple energies associated with it. For example, if you just focus on making money, you're considered a materialist. Materialistic. Caught up into things. But if you don't make money, you're a loser. You can't make it. If you make it and spend it, you're foolish. If you make lots of money and keep it, you're a miser. If you don't care about making money, you're considered not ambitious. If you make lots of money and still have it when you die, it won't do you any good. You can't take it with you. What's this thing about money? Many marriages are under severe strain today because of financial issues, and there are some who say that money is the number one cause for divorce. I saw this poem that said, there was a beautiful marriage, except for one little flaw. One was very quick on the deposit, while the other was faster on the withdrawal. And you see there's coming conflict. Oh my goodness, money, money, money. You can't live with it. Sometimes you can't live without it. So what's going on? Well, we got to talk about money. Many people have concerns about finances these days because it's just absolutely difficult to live without it. A total number of people that have drawn unemployment at the end of 2020 was 18.4 million people. Oh, you may feel like one man who said, from the time an infant first struggles to get their toes in the mouth, life is a continual struggle to make both ends meet. And that would have seemed like money. We can't live without it. It's very important. Some people say it is better to be poor and happy than rich and miserable. Who said that? Whoever said that, they need to come up with a better saying. There's got to be something else better. Can we work out something else here? What I'm looking at, can we be rich and happy with money too? Well, there's a way that we could possibly do that. But we got to take a look at it a little differently. Today I want to give us some coordinates that is in the direction of financial abundance or money that's not typical. It's more mystical. Today, let's look at what I would call the vibration of money or the metaphysics of money. What is behind money? What is going on that we really, really need? Now, money itself is just neutral, but there's something going on behind it. So look on this dollar bill. It says here, in God we trust, not in money we trust. And so we got to look at another energy here. What's behind it that allows prosperity and abundance to flow? I was listening to NPR a few years ago, matter of fact, several years ago, and they were talking about 80% of the Black-owned farms in the South were now gone. And there were several reasons for that. Number one, the children, the grandchildren, they didn't want to work on the farms anymore, so they just left it. Some of the farms were closed because of not paying of taxes. And then some of them were bought up by someone who wanted it. And then, of course, some of it was just downright taken. So in this interview, this reporter from NPR spoke to an elderly Black man. He was in his 90s, they said. And he said, well, what do you think about all of the natural resources that Black folks had that is now gone? Isn't that a shame? And the old African-American man, guys, you could tell that his grammar wasn't quite the King's English, and he'd been around the block a little bit. And he said something that was quite interesting. He said, the land is one form of a natural resource that's really good. But what's even better than that is the natural resources that's within each and every person. That's where the gold is. That's where the money is. That's where all of the abundance is already within us. And that is something nobody can buy from you, steal it from you, take it away. It is yours. And so that's where I'm coming from, is what is this natural resource that's available to each and every one of us right here, right now. What I'm talking about, we are born with it. We're inherited with it. And we take a look at Paul when he speaks in Ephesians, I believe it's the first chapter, and he says that God has blessed us with the heavenly realms with every spiritual blessing. And also he goes on to say that God has lavished on us the riches of God's grace, and it is available to us right here and right now. We're born with it. It's our birthright. And as we take a look at that, I want us just to affirm and be open to this and say this with me. I am accepted by God, beloved by God, chosen by God, delivered by God, enlightened by God. I am an authentic child of God. Oh, yes, just breathe this in. Each and every one of us is an authentic child of God. This is the vibration of financial abundance. We are radiating with this. We were born with it. It's incorporated in all of our being. And this transcends money because it's behind it. This is what allows money to exist and gives it the power. And it is us and our relationship with the divine. We're not focused on the wrong or on the right thing. I want to go beyond what I would call the materialistic things of money, and let's get at the joy, the love, the security, the wonderful compensations of living the life that money offers, but it's only a conduit. It is not it. And sometimes we focus more on it, and because it can get shaky, we put our faith more in the money and into the divine source that we are. So this is how we get at this. First off, we have to name it and claim it. You're a child of God. And with that, I just want us to step into an attitude of gratitude. And in Colossians, the first chapter, verses 11 through 12, Paul says, "May you be made strong with all the strength that comes from his glorious power, and may you be prepared to endure everything with patience while joyfully giving thanks to the Father, who has enabled you to share in the inheritance of the saints in the light." Be grateful. Be open and receptive. Gratitude has a causative energy. What I'm saying, yes, be grateful in the midst of this pandemic. Be grateful in the midst of the civil unrest. This energy of gratitude, it is an amazing alignment with the source, because that's what we're about now, is getting alignment with this vibration of prosperity and abundance that is everywhere present in the entire universe and is included in us right now. We are an individualized expression of the divine. Now, I've been in a position where I haven't had money at times. Finances were running short. And I had a couple plans. I had a plan A. It didn't work. I had a plan B. It didn't work either. I had a plan C. It didn't work. In the midst of this, Lisa and I were just saying, oh my, isn't this special? What are we going to do? Well, we fell back on the truth. And we said there is a power that's within each and every one of us that is always greater than the condition before us. It's our divine inheritance. And so with an attitude of gratitude and appreciation, we started to look at the things that we did like, look at the things that motivated us, and it started to bring us joy, and we got back into this wonderful vibration, this radiating energy that is always there, ready for us. It's the source of our abundance, not what's happening outside of us, but it's happening within us. Once we get in touch with this, we are not orchestrating anything. We are being orchestrated. New ideas, imagination, serendipity. I would call it miracles occur once we get in the flow of the abundance that's within us. Give you an example. Marianne Williamson said in one of her Sunday lessons in Michigan that she grew up in Houston where there were several millionaires and most of them were oil men. And that's a tough business, being in the oil business, I understand. And she was just talking about how they respected the people that had really made it because it's such a tough industry. But who they really respected, who the oil men really respected, were the oil men who made $1 million, went bankrupt, and then made it back. They saw that they had it within them that no matter the conditions and the circumstances, they were going to make it because they had the prosperity conscious. They were in touch with the divine flow. You and I want to be in touch with this alignment of the universe, being aligned with the divine flow, divine, with this evolutionary impulse that's always creating something new and wonderful, exactly what you need when you need it. My beloved, if we are in a desert, abundance for us may mean some water. If we are in the North Pole, abundance could mean heat. What we want is exactly what's needed so that we can prosper and thrive and create a wonderful life. It's all within us. We have the natural resource and the energy to be in alignment with the divine flow of abundance. In God we trust, not in money we trust. The money is shaky. God is not. We want to be in this wonderful flow that can produce exactly what's needed in our life. It's here. It's all around us. Now, Lisa will take us into a wonderful illustration. She has some great stories for us. And then she will take us into a meditative state where we can start to incorporate this new way of being in alignment with abundance, that then we can start to create a reality that is not hung up on materialism, not hung up on the differences of opposition of good and bad and right and wrong and polar opposites. It then can bring about a harmonious energy that is good for everyone and not just a few. That's our birthright. That's what we're up to today.
I love this story about the farmer who recognized that regardless of our financial circumstances, our true resources are inside of us. It reminds me of the story of a certain galactic adventurer. Many years ago, this galactic adventurer set out on the wild expedition of seeking the universally coveted state of individual divine expression. Now, this was a very exciting journey until one day the adventurer took a wrong turn and he fell into a deep sleep of separation. No longer inside of the awareness of divine inheritance, the sense of connection to everything and everyone was lost. Protection and self-preservation became necessary, and competition became the name of the game, where someone must have less so that someone else can have more. Where no matter how gallant the effort, there is never enough. This sense of other painted a picture of a long road ahead of loneliness and struggle. Well, I guess this is just the way it is, the adventurer sighed. Our dominant financial paradigm is a perfect reflection of this fall into a deep sleep of separation. And we have been carefully indoctrinated in it from youth. It's become the way that some of us have acquired our basic survival needs of food, shelter, and security. And some have used it to build careers and to create lives that are manageable and workable. For others, it has caused a complete nightmare. But for all of us, it has been a kind of a prison. The dynamic nature of the times that we're currently living in creates a rich and fertile soil for transformation. We can all sense in our being that something new is coming. And there will, in the coming years, be many ways people attempt to free themselves and others from this prison that we're in, by working from the outside in. And this will have a certain impact on the planet. However, the message this Sunday speaks about working from the inside out, about transforming the outer built on the foundation of transforming the inner, going directly into our root systems. We have the power to transform our ways of perceiving ourselves and each other. We restore and build connection, opening new inroads to collaboration and abundance. So now this galactic adventurer might have stayed asleep forever. But even in this sleep of separation, there were beautiful desires of light deep inside the heart of divine inheritance, painting another picture of possibility, of lightness of being, of collaboration, abundance, and joy. The world of imagination is where all manifestation begins. It's our part in the co-creative partnership with the evolutionary impulse. It's where we remember, where we access our true divine inheritance. So let's enter this imaginal realm together through meditation. Begin now by finding a comfortable way of sitting and bring attention to your breaths, taking some gentle in-breaths and out-breaths, and allowing this beautiful breath to regulate all parts of your being, harmonizing your physical body with your mind, with your emotions, with your spirit. Now breathe in and out of your heart, allowing your heart energy to expand and fill your whole being. Feel the warmth and the light radiating from your center outward, all the way out through the tips of your toes and fingers. Become immersed in this glow. Relax and surrender into its holding. Now bring attention to your heart chakra and imagine a small light guiding you deeper and deeper inside, all the way to the place where you are connected to your divine inheritance. Find this place deep in your heart of hearts that remembers a time before inheritance gained its earthly meaning, a time before it came to be known as it is today, a time before it was possible to own property or land, before there were dividing lines between continents, countries, cities, and houses. A time before time when divine inheritance means a generous infilling of abundance in every moment. where divine inheritance means awareness of deep connectedness within oneself and all of the universe. Awareness of the sacredness and preciousness of all things. Having deep reverence. Tending the planet and each other with great stewardship and overflowing generosity. Now breathe in 13.7 billion years of evolutionary perfection, manifesting here and now, in and as you. Breathe in the 300 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy and the billions of galaxies in the universe, filled with countless planets. Breathe all of this in and see it manifesting here and now in and as you. Breathe in the billions of rays of light streaming from the sun, the trillions of drops of water in the oceans, the countless grains of sand. Breathe all of this in and see it manifesting here and now in and as you. The very nature of the universe is abundance, and this is our inheritance. Breathe in the magnitude of this inheritance, the richness, the abundance in this inheritance. Sense how connection and inner knowing replace ownership. The need for ownership crumbles and dissolves inside of this connection and inner knowing. And there is nothing that can be earned here in this generative, free flowing of abundance, ever available to us. In this deep knowing that we are always cared for and provided for. Breathe in this fullness. And in this fullness, bring to mind something that you would like to manifest. Something living in your heart that has not yet taken form. Visualize it and bring it inside of your awareness of your divine inheritance. Your awareness of deep connection with yourself and all of the universe. Your awareness of the sacredness and preciousness of all things. Your sense of deep reverence. Your willingness to tend the universe with great stewardship and overflowing generosity. Being with it in this way lets the manifestation know it belongs with you in 3D reality. With you, it's at home. Sense the match in high vibration between you and what you are holding in your heart. Sense the abundance, the joy, the ease and grace in this manifestation process. As you co-create with the evolutionary impulse, the more beautiful world your heart knows is possible. In the remaining hours of your day and in the days ahead, allow the richness of this beingness to spill over into your doing, allowing it to inform every gesture, every action. For this is the way it really is.
Thank you, Lisa. Great meditation. And I just want you to know that normally we would have a special fellowship time at 11 o'clock following the service. But today is a little different. We have a community time as we're welcoming in new members. And so if you're interested in the Unity basics, something about it, the church, please join us. Everyone is welcome. And thank you for just considering being a part of this wonderful service. If this service touched you today, I invite you to share it with people and also support us in all kinds of ways. And one of the ways is through prayer and supporting us. And just want you to know you can send in your prayers and we will be praying with and for you. Also, you can make a financial contribution. All you have to do is click on the home page and you will be able to get the information on how to support us financially or via text with the phone. We're ready now to move forward in a fabulous way. Just inviting you now to close out now with this prayer for protection. Feel the abundance that's everywhere. Feel your oneness with God. Feel the alignment as we say the prayer for protection together. And it goes like this. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We're the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is there, and all is well. Have an abundant life.
Saying hello to a new life. Gonna let the riches in my life grow. Now it's my time. This is my time to be everything that I dream I can be in my life. And I know that prosperity starts in my mind, here and now.